darkness, out of the fear. Here comes the monster waiting in there. Heart rate is rising, some call it scared. You'll feel the chill start raising your hairs. It's too late, you're here now. I hope that you're prepared, cause there's no getting out. You can feel the energy, dark like a cloud. Electrified by panic, terror and doubt. Don't cross me or you'll learn quick the hard way that I'm not one to mess with. I got a mind and that mind's...
Love
Hello,
it.
everybody. Come on in. We have Ghost Hunting Housewives with us. We have Crystal and Carol. And do y'all want to let everybody know where to find y'all at?
Sure. All of our social media actually has a link tree, and you can find us on TikTok. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X. I got that Twitter the other night, X, and on YouTube. We're still tweeting.
Pretty much all the platforms.
Yeah, pretty much. And we still have our Etsy store too. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, we
should get me a real pod from y'all.
yeah. Let us know about that because we are that's Yvette and Sierra. Love them. They're amazing. I love Haunting Angels. We can't wait to investigate them.
Ooh.
Yep. We'll
Hey, Matt.
Hey Matt. There's Yvette. Hunting Angels are
Hello.
watching. Love you, girl. But we do try to keep everything. Most of our we do X, and we all of a sudden we just kind of blew up on X, and we're like, oh, we don't really do much over there. But all of a sudden it started blowing up, so we were like, oh, we might not go over there. So
Right.
Yeah, if you want one of those REM pods and it's not on Etsy, just shoot us a message or something because we don't have them on there as much
Hey,
anymore.
Shane.
We mainly use them. We mainly sell them at the Paracons and events and stuff like
We'll get
that
you one.
now.
Okay.
But yeah, just let us know.
I'm excited. I want one so bad. I'm building up my stuff because I got my first, event coming up with, Enigmatic Explorers. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone seems to like the REM pods, and Carol can tell you all about that. She's the one that actually makes them there in her cave.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're a pain in the butt. No.
She gets stripper thumbs.
I have we have an ongoing joke now. We when I used to make them all the time and sell them on Etsy, trying to keep up was like crazy. I was constantly 24/7 out here in this little room making stuff.
Wow.
Well, I got trigger thumb from it. So we started calling it stripper thumb because it's from stripping wires. So now that's the big joke, especially with Brandon Cooper. He's like, how's your stripper thumb doing? I was like, much better now that I'm not making those boxes 24/7.
Hey, Shane.
Hey, Shane.
Oh, Shane has one. Is that what he said?
Yeah, Shane. Outer Realm.
Wait,
Gotcha.
holy cow. I'm just fascinated. I was like, that's really cool.
Yeah,
They look really good.
she's really, really good at all that. Me, I'm like,
I
I
told her I'm
try.
going to keep her so we can
Yeah,
start
yeah,
making
yeah.
hundreds of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, knowing me, I'll probably burn my fingers together or something.
I'm
My
trying to
finger will
work
start
on.
looking like a pork chop.
I'm trying to work on something about getting the because each box is handmade. I mean, I cut and drill every single little hole, and
Wow.
it's a lot of work. So we're working on a deal now, or we're trying to. We're looking into getting maybe them made for us so we can, get more out there because. And like I told Crystal, yeah, I'd have to cut the boxes and then send them to you, and you could build them because I have a hard enough time. Every time I cut myself, I send her a picture. Workman's comp, workman's comp.
Like, I did it.
Hey, Angela.
Hi.
Yeah, she does really good. Me, I have a permanent stripper thumb, so
Yeah.
technically I mean, I can't do much, so I can try. I mean, I can sit there and cheer her on because I'm a really good cheerleader. So,
Right. Hey,
I'd be like,
helps.
shut up, you're messing me up. You're messing me up.
I know. I'll be like, "Are you sure you're doing that right?" I'm a
You're
good
right.
supervisor. Or I send her ideas of things. I'm like, "Oh, can we make this?" She's like, "I can try." I'm like, "I think it'd be a good idea."
Right.
I'm working on something now. We'll see.
Yeah, she does have a new invention out there that she's working on.
Oh,
And
nice.
if it works out, it'd be really, really cool. So,
Yeah, but we'll see.
yep.
There's a lot of trial and error.
Is there a lot of stuff that y'all like make yourselves, or is there anything that y'all want to make that would be completely different?
I mean, we've pretty much made everything. We've done the REM pods. She's done the music boxes. She's done EMF meters. She's even done a small travel size grid light.
Yeah. Then I did a what was the other one? Motion sensor,
A motion sensor. Mm-hmm.
but it has one little thing to it that I don't like, and everybody says, "Oh, it's fine," but I have major OCD,
It's
and
bad.
if it's a little tiny something wrong, I'm like, no, not gonna work. Not
Puts it
gonna
in an
work.
oops pile and sells
Yeah.
it for cheaper.
Well, I used to sell them, and I'd call them oops. We have some oops products. And Crystal's like, what's wrong with it? I'm like, see that eye? It's a little bit crooked. You see right there? She's like, oh. I was like, it is. Still not selling it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But
But here's-
she does really good with all that. Me, I'm not all that technical. Like you give me something digital media, all that, I'm good with that. But I can't build that stuff yet. So I'll help.
I wasn't good. I'm getting better. I had to learn it all with a lot of, accidents. I survived.
And go on about your day. There's like a little bit of welding in there. I've watched a couple little videos. And I'm just like, yeah, that's not happening.
See, that's how I look at it. I was like, I send stuff to her knowing nothing about what I'm talking about.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, I can't do that. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to keep looking.
I'll try. If we find something, I'll try and I'll work. But see, it used to be we'd find the ideas and throw them at my husband. Oh, Michael, build this. Well, he works a lot. So it's like, I really need those 8,000 boxes I have out there drilled. He's like, oh, I don't know what to tell you. And I'm like, I guess I'm going to have to do it. So I did. I broke down and self-taught, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it,
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, we've all started from somewhere. So she does good though. Really good with the tech building, equipment builds.
To a point.
No, you're pretty good. You can go ahead and own that one, girl. You're good.
Hubby says, follow Joe on X.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. But yeah,
I
so
call it Twitter. I don't know why. I can't get used to that X. So
me either. I still say Twitter.
I said Twitter on Sunday on
and
Brandon's
like
show.
Crystal was saying the other day, I mean, it's always going to be Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know if X will ever catch on. I'm sure some people say X, but I bet you most people say Twitter. Hi, Mom.
Hi,
Mom. That's my mama.
Oh, hi. Welcome.
She always seeks us out. She tries to find us.
Well, I sent her a message earlier tonight, and I was like, I was going to call you, but I forgot. I have a podcast. She's like, well, I'm going to watch it. I just got to remember.
Aww.
Yeah, she's awesome. She's been going to some events with us and investigating with us. So
yeah, she does good. Spirits seem to like her. They're drawn to her.
They're very drawn to her.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there.
Yeah. We think so.
I think so. Carol with her gifts, it seems to me genetically passed down. And Mom has some gifts that she just hasn't quite tapped into yet.
Right.
But I think with the right guidance, she could definitely do some amazing things with that. So
She knows stuff.
yeah, she does. When things go south, it's just like, she knows when something's about to happen, or she'll get a feeling and be like, I don't like that. You're not going there.
Yeah.
So,
She
yeah.
just did that to us not recently. Recently.
Yeah, recently.
She told us she didn't want us to go somewhere because she had bad feeling.
Yeah.
And we tend to listen to her.
Right.
Because she's
Yeah.
scary.
Hey, Brandon.
Y'all end up going.
Hey,
Brandon.
We know you too.
We know you.
We know you. Yeah, he's
Y'all
awesome.
followed her instinction, and did y'all go or not go?
We did not go.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
She's pretty much always right. So
Yeah. Because she's not going to tell us something like that, and especially when it's an event that we're contracted under,
Right.
If it's something like that, then definitely not going. So
Right.
especially
yeah.
in
funnest
weeks, she
place
gets it all
y'all
right.
been?
Do what?
What's the funnest place that y'all been?
Well, let's see. We were in Savannah 2021, June 2021. We went to Savannah, Georgia. At this time, I was living up in Maryland because my husband was stationed up at Andrews Air Force Base, and she was in Louisiana. So Savannah just was our halfway mark between the two. And we went there for a week, and we investigated with Truth and Evidence at the Savannah Theater. And we also investigated and stayed at the Marshall House there in Savannah. That is one of our favorite locations.
Yeah.
Like Savannah in whole. Like we're just sitting here talking about it all the time. Like, oh, I can't wait to get back to Savannah. So definitely one of our favorites is Savannah.
I'm going to check out some other hotels since we've done the Marshall.
Yeah.
Find somewhere else.
The co-host that's out sick tonight, she lives there in Savannah.
Oh, really? Yeah. Debbie, I didn't know Debbie was over in Savannah. Yeah, it is a great, we love it. We definitely love Savannah. We spent a lot of time there. The food, it's amazing. The history, it's even more amazing.
We caught the Savannah bug.
Yeah. And we were actually investigating in the cemetery there. And we came across this lady, and she was talking to us, and we were interviewing her for some filming. And she said that when people come to Savannah, they get like a bug in their ear. It's called the Savannah bug. And once you get that bug, you'll never think or want to be anywhere else again. And since we've left, I mean, it's been 2 years, and we still think about it when we're talking about our upcoming schedules and things like, we got to get back to Savannah. It's just a longing. So
Right.
It's beautiful there.
Oh yeah.
I almost killed us
What?
driving. That's a story for another time. But that was funny. I had to drive for a minute.
Yeah. She had to drive. I had a couple too many. It was your brother's fault.
It was my brother's fault.
As well, right?
I met my brother and sister-in-law and went and ate and had some drinks. And I was like, well, I'll drive. And people were letting me pull out. And this one lady just, like she didn't see a big old red car sticking out in the middle of the road, but she kept coming. And Crystal had a good name for her, but
I'll tell you later. I'll tell you my name. You can use it too anytime you want.
I'm 45 minutes from Savannah and Beaufort. Yeah.
oh, nice.
I've been
we
to
definitely gotta get
Lamar,
back.
South Carolina. I'm here, sweetie. Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Hi.
Is this the Who You're collab with? No, they'll be on a couple more weeks, but this is Ghost Hunting Housewives. What's been the craziest thing you've captured? Whether it's been on pictures, whether it's been voice EVPs, whether it's been anything, as far as evidence goes. What's been like the craziest thing that's just like
Fort Morgan.
I
Fort
think it's
Morgan.
the ecto mist, Fort Morgan. Mm-hmm.
We actually over on our YouTube channel. There's a video of it.
Yeah.
So you can see.
And it was
that
really, really crazy because we had been there and investigating. A lot of things at Fort Morgan is really some of the best that we've captured over the years. We had been there investigating with Second Sight Paranormal. And we were in the jail cell area at the fort, and we noticed nothing. Like we had some EMF bumps, and we had a couple REM pods go off. Nothing too major until we went back through our evidence and we saw an ectomist, and it just looked like it was surrounding all of us. And it hit September. There is no fog or anything out there. It's blazing hot. You can see the bugs flying everywhere. They didn't even care about mosquito spray. Nothing.
they were
just
alive.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So there was nothing inside the cell that could, that could create the mist. But it was a very large mist. We went back through, and with the ecto mist, we actually caught another piece of evidence, and it just continued on through, I guess, for about another 45 minutes. Everybody had already left from the tour, and we had stayed back to investigate some on our own. And
we didn't think we had captured anything. We were kind of a little upset.
Yeah, there was an anomaly that actually was caught during the ecto mist. And it was running across the floor, it looked like. But it started, and then it went straight to the K2 meter, and the K2 meter started going off. So
it wasn't a bug.
Yeah, so it wasn't a bug. But and then as we were leaving, we said our goodbyes to everybody from Second Sight. We're going through the tunnels, and anybody who hasn't been to Fort Morgan, there's multiple tunnels that you have to go through to get into the inside of the fort. And we had made our way through the first tunnel, and we were going into the second tunnel. Carol and I just kept turning around. We just had that feeling. And we just both look at each other, knowing that, both of us were thinking and feeling the same thing, that somebody was following us. We get outside that second tunnel and you're out in the open part of the entrance of Fort Morgan. And I turn around with my camera and snap, 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 snap. Well, we actually got a shadow figure of a little girl in the tunnel. So, yeah.
And it possibly followed us back to the condo.
It did follow Carol back. Me, I don't let things don't bother me like they do Carol.
They like me.
They love Carol, and they love to attach to Carol. So I had to get, the next morning she's like, we got to cleanse. So I'm in the cemetery cleansing all of her stuff and all of her equipment before she goes back to Louisiana. Because that night it was playing actually with her toes at the foot of the bed. It was pulling on her toes. And we were 3 miles from the fort is where we were staying at in a condo there.
Yeah.
And in Fort Morgan.
Well, that whole day was crazy because even before the investigation, we took a wrong turn somewhere.
Turn.
Had to turn around. And as we were coming back, all of a sudden out of nowhere, what would you call it? A dirt.
Well, the snake came first.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
right.
was the black snake was slithering in front of my car.
And then
we looked straight ahead of us while the snake is still crossing the road, and you see a tunnel. It was like a dust tunnel.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. And that was all before the investigation.
Like, here's your spot.
Yes, exactly what we said. And we usually do, 3 investigations, even the following 3 investigations that we had a snake that appeared before any major investigation that we had. So,
wow.
Yeah. So it was quite interesting. And we haven't seen one this year. We haven't seen any I think Myrtle's in St. Francisville was the last time, and we were just sitting there in St. Francisville in the cemetery, and we've got the K2 propped up on this
Oh
tomb,
yeah, I forgot about that.
and we had no idea that there was a snake there. Like, we're just sitting there investigating, and we go back to review all the evidence, and you can see the tail just curled up right
And
there.
my hand is right there where the K2 meter is. The snake's right there. I didn't even know it the whole time. I'm like, oh my God, I would have died. I'm deathly afraid of snakes.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, not happening. That is Richard Johnson.
Hey, Richard.
Hey.
Yeah, Richard's going to be investigating with us next month.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What all y'all have planned coming up?
We have a few more podcasts we're going to be doing this month. And then we have a live over on the 19th. We'll be doing on our page talking about our upcoming investigation at Poly Jail, in which will be December the 9th. And we'll have quite a few of our friends and paranormal investigators coming in. I think there's eight investigators as of right now coming in. And so, yeah, we're going to stay all night. It's going to be fun. So we'll be doing that. And then we have January 20th, we'll be at Spirits on Main Street. That's in Opelousas, Louisiana. I think I said that right. Did I say it right? I always ask that question. Where's Marcy at?
Marcy, how do you say it?
Opelousas, Louisiana.
Sorry,
and then that'll be January 20th. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is a sold out event right now, right? I think we're sold out on Spirits on Main Street.
They got big. She's got people coming now from Alabama, Florida, and Texas. And the event was till 11 p.m., but she's gone ahead and changed it to 12 now.
Yeah, because there's so many people that she had to extend it out. So that's pretty awesome. We'll have Sean Daniel there with us, and Kayla the Medium's going to be there again with us, right?
Yeah, she'll be there.
Yeah. And so
very good.
That is going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be at the courthouse, the hanging room. And what's the other location, Carol?
Oh, gosh. You'd have to ask me. I don't remember. That's awful. I should know.
We'll get back to you on that one. But it's the main street there in Opelousas, Louisiana.
Yeah. That's sweet. Spirits of Maine. The 20th.
Then February the 3rd. Oh, yeah. Come on down anytime, Jane. February 3rd, we're going to be going over to Georgia and investigating with Haunting Angels, Yvette and Sierra. They're fabulous. Love them. So we're going to go over there and investigate with them. While there, we're going to do some filming at Lake Lanier with someone from Florida, another content creator from Florida.
Yeah, his name's Josh.
Josh.
Is it Journey with Josh?
Journey with Josh, yes.
Yeah. And
then February 6th and 7th, we will be investigating with Suncoast Paranormal and Suncoast Productions and Paranormal.
Yeah.
With them on the 6th and the 7th. And that'll be at Blakely State Park in historic Battlefield here in Alabama. Okay. We'll be doing that for 2 nights. We'll be investigating the battlefield and the cemetery. That may become a paid event in the near future. We're going to check that out first.
Yeah.
And then we move on to March, where we're going to be in New Iberia, Louisiana. We will be at Cajun Country Paracon. This is the first ever Paracon at Cajun in New Iberia, or I think in any of that area.
I think so.
Louisiana is the only one that's had anything that's sort of, and it's a Comic-Con. But this is actually going to be a Paracon. And the guest list is phenomenal. We have so many amazing people that are going to be there at Cajun Country Paracon.
We have everything listed on, all the social media sites. So everybody's interested.
So we have that. That's going to be, Cajun Country is going to be phenomenal.
I think they may still be looking for some sponsors.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
as of yesterday, anyway.
there's 3 different sponsor tiers for that. So they are looking for sponsors. So if anybody would like to sponsor Cajun Country Paracon, you can get in touch with me and I'll get your information over to Marcy Lee. But that is going to be, I mean, one of the best spring events that we have going on. And then we'll be with Mid Tennessee again in April at Poly Jail. Oh, we stay busy, but I love it. I have so much energy. Carol tells me I need to slow down, but I can't do it.
I mean, we have a schedule up here, but there's probably going to be more. And
I already have like 5 things to add to that schedule.
yeah, and I'm like, I'm not going to fit it all up there, but here's a little bit of something.
Yeah. So we do have Poly Jail again, and we'll be investigating with Mid Tennessee Paranormal, and Gina is actually going to be there from Outlaw Paranormal.
Yeah.
And then we have a little bit of a break because I'm going to be going to Denver in May. And then we're going to be headed up to Paragould, Arkansas, because I messed it up. I said Indiana on Sunday, and it's actually Arkansas because I will be in Indiana in June for a reunion there. But the Paragould, Arkansas is Scared City Productions and High Nation Paranormal Horror Show Part 2. Santiago's going to be there. Santiago.
You'd love him.
We love Santiago. So he's going to be there. And anybody that doesn't know what High Nation is, it is actually he's the founder of High Nation. Santiago is, and Santiago was actually in The Walking Dead. He's been in a lot of other films as well. I'm trying to talk him into doing a Hallmark Christmas movie, but he hasn't said anything about it.
He's like,
he's fabulous. We love Santi. And he actually created High On Nation, and the emblem of it was actually something that he drew himself. He is a veteran.
Wow.
And he has books out. He's been on TV. He's amazing. And he's going to be doing this horror show with Scared City Productions in Paragould, Arkansas. And there's paranormal investigations for 3 nights. 3 nights, I think it is. And then there's going to be the Paracon that's going to run through the weekend. So almost a week of convention and investigations.
And Santiago.
Santiago. We love him, and anybody who has ever met Santiago knows that he brings the energy to all the events. He is so funny, so hilarious.
He does a lot of things, though.
Yes, and High On Nation is about helping those who have been bullied, those who have been put down, who have been hurt. Hi there. And he works really, really hard, and he hustles it for High On Nation. So
yeah, for sure,
he's really, really good. So we'll be doing that one. That's going to be, I think, the biggest one we're going to be at next year is going to be Scared City. So we'll be going over there to Arkansas.
Let's see. Why is it like you see all these paracons and all this going on in other states? Mm-hmm. How come you don't think there's any ever been in Alabama so far?
There is actually. We were actually in one in my hometown of Ozark, Deep South Paracon. Yeah, it's actually it was created by our Stan and Teresa Sykes over at Web Paranormal, and they also do ghost tours in Dothan, Alabama. But Deep South Paracon is pretty amazing. We were there in August, and that's actually where we met. We met quite a few people there. Sonia Thompson from The Walking Dead. She's like the biggest zombie that ever was on. Everyone I know. We love Sonia. Miranda Young from Historic Scotts County Jail. We met her there. Santiago. Fox Paranormal. There was quite a few people there. Family Spirit International was there. We met Lee and Blaine. But it's a great, great event. It was a 2-day event, so it was fabulous. And I mean, it's very difficult because, I mean, being from Alabama, I know how things work in Alabama with belief systems and things like that. We didn't have a problem in my small town of Ozark, Alabama,
But we did
didn't
in
have a problem.
Pensacola.
We did have a problem in Pensacola in September. We had a lot of people protesting about what we do and our
Yeah.
beliefs
I
and
was
where we
shocked.
were going to go. They had megaphones out there, like telling
I would
people
have
to
thought
come
that
in
here
there.
before there.
That's what I was thinking too, but we had no problems from Ozark, Alabama.
Yeah.
I love my hometown. I mean, I lived there from the time I was 1 until about 10 years ago. So,
Right.
you know, I did know a lot of people that were there. And so maybe that helped out with the way things are, is, you know, hometown feel of things. But Pensacola definitely had some protesting going on.
Yeah.
So I recorded some of it. So, you know, I'm like, oh, hi. So,
Yikes. Is there a website?
we do have our blogs and everything linked to our link tree.
Yeah, everything's on the link tree in Facebook, pretty much in all our bios, all
Yeah.
our social
Okay.
media. There's a link tree, and it'll take you everywhere.
That's from Richard Johnson.
You should, Richard.
Yeah,
You
let's
should.
do it.
I mean, we'll be guests. I need a trophy, though.
We want 2.
I want 2 trophies with muscles.
There you go.
We met a lot of great people.
We do, and we have people who come hours to see us. We had
No, we're stuck with them. I don't think we're stuck.
no.
I wouldn't consider it being stuck.
No.
We love you.
We love y'all. We have people that travel, and those are the people that just, you know, they become part of our family. We've had people travel 3 hours to come and see us at locations and events and paracons. And that means the world to us.
Oh,
you know, it really does. We've had events where, you know, us who we still think we're just nobodies, you know, we don't have, you know, 100,000 followers. We don't have, you know, all this fame and everything, but we're real. And what you see is what you get with us.
Right.
You know, I'm not a candy store, so y'all be prepared. I do not hold my tongue for nothing. So, you know.
People from Florida are stupid. What? I was reading that. I wasn't saying that.
People from Florida are stupid. There's some crazy folks down there in Florida. I lived there a very long time.
You say on public podcast.
They crazy down there in Florida.
I lived there most of my life.
Yeah, but down in the Boggy Bayou.
I lived in the Boggy Bayou.
But technically, that's not Florida. That's still lower Alabama. So get it right, girl. That's still LA.
I'm a
I
mullet.
want to be Alabama, probably.
Hey, it's better than what they say about us in Alabama. So, you know, keep on with your Floridian talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do have a lot. So we, you know, with me still being a mom and, you know, military spouse, Carol, all of her kids are grown. So she's got a little more of an open schedule than I do, but we try to keep things rolling through the year and, you know, being where we need to be. We do a lot of private residences. We actually have one of those coming up in December as well. We like helping people.
Gonna air.
We're going to go live at that one. She's actually given us permission for.
We keep all of those private. We don't.
Yeah, unless they give us permission, we try to keep those private. But it's definitely a busy schedule, but we have fun. You know, everywhere we go, we meet new people. We're networking, and you know, we've met some amazing people through the years, and we can't, you know, like you, Kimmy.
Yeah. We're as good as can.
I know y'all just wanted those girls that
I mean, I'm just saying. Now, y'all look at this screen right here and tell me that that don't look really good on that 2020 right up there at the top. Y'all see that? Her logo just fits perfect there in the.
It really did.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I look good, y'all, right? We look good together.
Yes,
Yeah.
we do.
I'll do this.
What's the coolest place you've investigated?
When we did our favorite, what's the coolest? I think the coolest one we've ever investigated. Let's think about that.
I don't know.
Well, we were at one that we got chased by what we believe is Bigfoot.
Oh, so
Pretty sure it is.
So it was a church in Alabama, but they filmed. What movie was it there?
Oh, Big Fish.
yeah,
the movie Big
Fish
Fish.
there.
Oh, in Wetumpka? The
Yeah.
Big
This
Fish?
is actually up in Deatsville.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
church is in Deatsville, which I'm close to Wetumpka. A lot of it was filmed in Wetumpka.
Yeah.
But it was just north of my house. The Piney Grove Church is the name of it.
Yeah. We were
And we
leaving.
were in the cemetery out back behind it, investigating. Me, I'm not scared of much. And Carol's like, "Get in the car, run, lock the doors."
I mean, it was
I was like,
probably
"Why am I
a deer,
running? We're always packing."
but it was so loud and it was coming through the woods and it was getting faster and faster and faster. And I'm like, shh. And me, Miss Hobble, I don't walk very well because I have a bad knee, a new
Yeah,
knee
two
that
bad
doesn't
knees.
work.
Get it right. You got two bad
Right.
knees.
Well, I got two bad knees,
Hurry
but
up,
one
Kate.
new.
Yeah.
And I'm like, get in the car, hurry up. Lock
My
the
daughter's
doors."
like, "What?" And I'm like, "Why?" And she's like, "Get in the car, lock the doors."
Because we left there to go to another cemetery down the road, and the temperature change was just like
25-degree difference. And all
25
we did was
degrees.
go down to the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy night. I had some.
That was definitely a crazy night, but that was a great one. I guess the coolest place would be Fort Morgan. That one is really, really cool. I mean, we like Poly Jail here in Alabama. That's another really awesome place. We got great evidence there. Some crazy things happen at Poly Jail. Unexplainable things that, I mean, I even looked at someone, and normally I don't get scared of those sorts of things. I'll go to sleep. It don't bother me. But Carol, she's like, I can't go to sleep. She's thinking about everything.
Yeah,
Me,
'cause
I'm
they-
passed out over there somewhere.
Because they
sleeping.
attached to me. I'm over there. I can't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I'm over here sleeping while she can't breathe, and
I pick up on the way that people pass.
she's clairsentient, so she can pick up the feeling, and some of the craziest things come from her pains. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I know. Every time we'll be doing something. But our greatest one, we still haven't figured out yet. Got shot in the head.
Oh yeah, 2 months ago she got shot in the head at a restaurant.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Bogey's restaurant in Defuniak. Yeah, it's Defuniak Springs, right?
The Defuniak Springs, yeah, Bogey's restaurant. We were sitting in the back. We had a very big table because we had a group of friends with us. And Carol's sitting to my right because I'm a lefty. So she doesn't sit on my left-hand side ever. So she was sitting on my right, and her son was sitting on my left. And all of a sudden I turn and look, because we have this telepathic thing where we know what each other's feeling or thinking or doing. It gets creepy sometimes.
Yeah.
And I looked at her because I knew something wasn't right. And I said, you okay? She said, no, I feel like something just shot me through my head. I said, what? And she said, it feels like somebody shot me in my head. And I said, okay. She goes, I need to step away for a minute. So she goes around the table and goes to the restroom. I'm like, she needs to hurry back because that's kind of weird. It's not like her.
right.
And she comes back and sits back down, and she goes, I don't remember getting up. I don't remember going to the restroom. I just remember walking back from the restroom. I was like, what did you know? You got shot in the head?
So now that's our big thing. Yeah, we go out to eat. I get shot in the head.
Yeah.
But that was like at in Savannah, the hotel where she just went to sleep while I was over there dying from tuberculosis. I left every light on. I'm like, but every time we walked out of the room and went downstairs, I was
She was
alive
fine.
again. But we had
Me, I just went to sleep. Like, don't deprive me of my sleep.
I was scared I was gonna die. So
Oh my
but we
gosh.
had a couple of friends that we had called, and they saw
Yeah.
the same thing in the
Yeah.
room.
We
And,
got confirmation from 2 other sources that we had called in. One actually from Ireland during that investigation, and Seeker had said, "Yeah, somebody died of an ulcer there," and I was like, "That's why you got pain in your belly, Carol." So, yeah, we definitely have those.
Right.
they
That's
really
from
did Fort
Richard
Morgan.
Johnson.
Oh yeah,
Fort
yeah,
Morgan's awesome.
yeah. Richard's been to Fort Morgan as well. Um, definitely had some pretty awesome experiences at Fort Morgan. It's definitely one I could camp out there in the wintertime, not the summertime, because those bugs are awful.
The bugs will eat you alive.
They will carry you away. Your soul will be flying over the ocean.
It's a bird, it's a plane, it's ghost hunting housewives.
There they go. They're flying away.
Has anything ever scared you?
I don't get scared often. Usually, like if I get touched or something like that, it doesn't scare me. I was a little unnerved in this past investigation that we went to at Poly Jail, July 29th. Some crazy stuff had been happening there. It sounded like boots running up and down metal stairs. Mind you, there's only 5 women at this investigation at the jail. And we did an all women experience here to see what the difference would be with a mixture between all female or all male. And it sounded like people were running up and down the metal stairs. It sounded like somebody was opening and closing the big metal door downstairs. I'm not afraid of the dead so much as the living, and it did sound like it was someone who was alive down there going through all of our equipment boxes, rummaging through everything, and they all were going out of the room. I had just had surgery. I think that's kind of what kind of made me fearful more so than I usually am, because I was off my normal with that.
But that was actually scary because it was more of, it wasn't like you hearing something faint. This was like someone actually just was running up the stairs hard, and it was a bit scary. And we had
I looked at him, I was like, y'all don't leave me, I can't run.
And we had one doing Estes or something. She was sitting down facing, so we were like, we need to grab her. She doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
And if they come up, they're going to be right behind her. So, and then I went to get her up and scared her to death. I was like, I'm sorry, but somebody's coming.
Yeah, you need to get up. Somebody's coming up the stairs
now.
It was a very terrifying experience. Again, nothing. We sent our friend Amy down to check the location. She's a prior corrections officer. So we used her to as muscle. We used her as muscle for that one, just because she does have the prior corrections officer experience. We used that to our advantage during the investigation. And when she was doing lights out and checking the cells and stuff at 10 o'clock, things went crazy for them upstairs as well.
Yeah. It got a little crazy up there.
Yeah, it was a very interesting investigation. So we're excited to get back there in December and see how it goes with a diverse group. So
right. Yeah, I imagine as far as like women energy compared to men energy, are like a mixture of the both, like how much difference there is.
Yeah, that's why this next investigation in December, we mixed it up. So now
Yeah.
it will be a mixture of men and women and see
Yeah.
what happens this time compared to as in July
Where it was all women.
when it's all women.
Right. Do y'all have any favorite equipment?
I like
Um,
my REM pod.
yeah, I mean, we like the REM pods that Carol makes. We actually have Spectre 2 is our Spectre Ghost REM pod. That's honestly one of my favorites because I mean he's so cute.
He's cute.
Um,
But we don't sell
he's
them
about
anymore.
yay high. I didn't bring him in, but
I think,
um,
let me see. Hold on.
I think Carol's got him over there. Oh yeah, there's our boo.
Oh, he's so cute.
And so we like that one. And you know, we do have some gadgets that we use,
We're
but
pretty much old school. We like,
yeah, we love the frugal ghost hunting. We like using bells hanging on doors, and you know, we like using dowsing rods, voice recorders. We want to get confirmation on multiple devices of anything that we do. So if I have a, you know, K2 spike in the corner over here, I want to have them to reciprocate that into a REM pod, or talking to my voice recorder, or give me some other evidence to justify just a K2 spike.
yeah.
Right.
It's nice to have all the gadgets, but we don't really use them all. We mainly stick to voice
I
recorder.
mean, I've even used, and this is something that I talk about at a lot of the conventions and stuff that we go to, is frugal ghost hunting. You can
Yeah.
go as simple as taking a styrofoam cup, because styrofoam, static electricity moves styrofoam, putting it on a circle or a shape on a paper plate and putting it in a hallway or a room, and then checking it later to see if it moved from the location you put it. So it can go as simple as, you know, as
And you can
that.
make all kinds of things. We have this board. It's a canvas board, and it
Mhm.
has a circle, a
It has Zinner
square.
shapes, like
Yeah.
a Zinner card. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're different colors, and we'll set, like the cat balls, we call them spirit balls. We'll set them on the board, and then ask them,
Can you light up the red star? Like
Yeah.
it, you know, and it's all the shapes that you would see on Zinner cards, but we
Yeah.
just put them on a big board and then ask them to light up the different ones. Or can you light up this flashlight? You know, so we want confirmation of everything that we get. So
Right.
we do like old school equipment.
Investigation coming up next month, and I'm really excited about it. But I don't really necessarily, have the money, to get all this fancy stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think
I got lists for you. I help you out with that.
right,
We,
yeah.
and that's
Stuff like
one
that.
reason why. Yeah, and that's one reason why Carol and I started making the things that we do and building the stores that we do, because there is a way to be able to afford paranormal investigations. Now, I got a whole corner full of equipment. Do I use a quarter of it? No, because I always go back to the same thing. I always still use the same devices that I use. I just carry them from different rooms to different rooms.
Right.
I mean, there's some that I will leave out, like my HTO. I'll connect it to a metal tray and put something turning into like a, liquor bottle or cigarettes or whatever, and turn that into a trigger object. But some things they don't require all that. Sometimes just
Right.
going in there with your handy dandy voice recorder, K2 meter, mini REM pod, and see where the night gets you, flashlight.
Yeah, I think we've gotten more evidence just off of the recorder on our phone than we have like the big expensive recorders that we have and stuff. It doesn't need to be expensive. You can,
Like cheap little $10 voice recorders work great.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we've done a little investigation before, and we actually called the person over the phone, She lived in a funeral home, and we would go investigate her basement. And so we used like the cell phone, like we call a cell phone. She put it like downstairs next to a voice recorder, and I would have the phone here, dialing it and calling it and asking it, asking questions.
Right.
And then they would check their voice recorder to see if anything came across.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but
yeah, Carol, we went to Myrtle's this year, and Carol, we didn't get much evidence on our, just the two of us. We actually adopted a child there, like a living child.
A living child, yeah.
And he wanted to investigate with us. So we took him on an investigation at Myrtle's plantation. And we actually got more evidence in his room, in his mother's room, than we did in ours. And we had the whole right side of Myrtle's to ourselves, the actual house. Right. And we didn't get nothing. But they did get something in John Link's room. But, she went back 4 months later and went to a location that we had a K2 spike out at the gazebo in the middle of the pond. And when she goes out there, she's using her just $15 voice recorder that she just carries in her purse everywhere she goes. And she said, "Is there anyone here?" And she gets an instant EVP that says, "I'm dead."
Yeah.
Wow.
And that was just a dinner date with my husband.
And that was just a dinner date with her husband. So we do like to use voice recorders, and we keep those puppies recorded.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. We keep them. I'm surprised. I think we've lost a couple of them because we just put them everywhere.
Like, where did I put them?
Yeah. I need to put tracking devices, Apple tags on everything.
Do you research before you investigate?
I do. I do extensive research. I have a master's degree in history, so I'm also a genealogist. So I do a lot of extensive research on all the historical properties. I tend to go back even afterwards and continue my research. I'm still researching on locations I investigated 2 years ago. My research never stops. It continues in, I'll send it on to the Historical Society if I find anything. I still even go back to Oksana, where you and me are going to be investigating and do research, continue my research on the locations. It's where my passion lies, is the history. So,
yeah.
Going to be a deal for crazy people. That is,
you would think it's an asylum.
Jail, asylum, find out later. Yeah, I like to know a little bit of what's going, and then I like to investigate afterwards of history and stuff like that. So,
my entire life, it's been, I would get answers for things and talk to people that weren't there. I was 2 the first time I remember having my name called in my house growing up. So living with the experiences that I had all my life, I was raised by my grandparents, and Carol would have experiences in her childhood in Andalusia at their house. So it was more of when we met, we were already connected in some way. So 22 years of investigating together and friendships and, car accidents, marriages, divorces. We've been through it all together. So, we are connected on a soul level. We've been told by multiple people who have read us and our energies that we have lived multiple lives together. So, yeah. More than 7 lives together.
What? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
but we are scary. Some of the stuff where it's like, what is it? We're typing the same thing.
And we send it at the same time.
Same time pops up. Same thing.
Wow, that's crazy.
A lot of stuff is.
Yes, I am a history nerd. I've actually done research at the Smithsonian Museums, Mount Vernon in Virginia. I've done extensive research with Port Tobacco, John Wilkes Booth and his escape route that happened to be my husband's family, the Smoots, over in Port Tobacco. I've done a lot of the Founding Fathers investigations and research and the historical information that I just love it. It's amazing.
Yeah. View on cryptids.
Oh, they're out there.
No.
I got a Bigfoot in front of my house right now. So.
Crystal has one in her front yard.
We're using it to slow people down, and it's working. It's working. We have a big 7-foot tall silhouette of Bigfoot. And we have everyone that's been going down our road lately is thinking it's a drag strip. So we figured, okay, how can we slow people down from speeding down this road? It's 25 and they're doing 60 down the straightaway. So we have a big silhouette of Bigfoot that now moves between 5 houses. So, I mean, sticking out behind trees. And so, yeah. But no, I do definitely believe there are things out there. Bigfoots, when it gets over to the cryptid side, it just, Nessie, all that. Like, I want to go to Scotland. So,
It's on the bucket list.
yeah. I mean, we do like the paranormal investigations. We love those. But, I mean, if somebody wants to take us on a hunt for some cryptids, we won't say no.
We had one spotted like a couple months ago down the road, but I went to go down there to check it out and they wouldn't let you in. It was all fenced off.
There's been a lot of sightings here in Alabama, even UAP sightings. We've had a lot. I think we're up to like 50 or 60 UAP sightings here in Alabama.
We get quite a few over here too in Louisiana.
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, to me, for all the sightings, not all of them are credible or not all of them are legit, but there's too many who have said and have some type of evidence, whether it's a casting of a footprint or something, for there not to be something that big, and that's scary. Because those castings of feet are just massive.
Oh yeah.
I mean, over in Louisiana,
that big feet. I mean, over a certain size, you kind of narrow it down to maybe not even 0.5% population would even have that size shoe.
Exactly.
That's like Harry and the Hendersons.
I'm gonna have to go watch that now.
I love Harry and the Hendersons. That was great.
Right. If you're in southern Arkansas, folk monster.
Yeah. I have family in southern Arkansas and northern Arkansas.
What is y'all's take on orbs? Like, do y'all count them into your evidence? Only if, for me, if you have other evidence to back up the orb, like if you get an EVP at the same time you get an orb, sure, but
we don't do much with orbs or windows.
Yeah. Windows and windows, those type of reflections, we don't do much. Orbs, I need something to confirm that it is what it is. Is it going in a straight line? Does it come to there was a video that went viral and they asked the orb to come to that camera and hold itself in front of the camera. And it did. Like on command, came to the camera, and the orb actually held its shape in front of the camera lens. To me, that's automatic confirmation that that's something more than just dust. That's something more than just, a mist or, some type of, water droplets, because anything can cause an orb. Especially as with being a photographer, you see things that can definitely. I was doing a search on a house, and I was looking through the photos on Trulia, and I said, "Wow, that's a lot of orbs in this house. I don't think I want to buy that one." But again, it can be because you're in a humid climate. It can be because it rained outside and now you've got humid, droplets of, condensation, or, it could be multiple things, dust, bugs. And it's just easy for people to try to discredit anything that has to do with orbs. But again, I like confirmation. If it's going to do something for me, I mean, if it wants to do some type of trick, or,
Do a little dance.
do a little dance, make a little directional change and come and float in front of my camera, give me something.
Yeah.
Because I've seen thousands of orbs in a location, and there's just no way to pinpoint that could be something that's paranormal related.
Right. Oh, yeah, because usually it's always been like little circle orbs or whatever. Then now you're starting to see like these, what they call them, worm orbs or something.
Yeah.
String orbs, I guess, or something. They're like long and length. So.
And again, Boggy Creek Monster. I haven't heard of that one.
It's in Arkansas too, I believe.
Boggy Creek Monster.
View on conspiracies.
That's a little different.
That's a whole nother level.
That's a whole nother level. They're out there, and everyone's going to have their beliefs on anything, and there's always going to be a different theory and conspiracy theories of, throughout life.
You do you.
You do you, we do
you.
we, and we just go on about our way. It's just not something that we try to stay out of all of that. And it's very difficult with me still having a husband active duty to be able to, get into the conspiracy theories of things. So,
yeah.
They'll be at your door.
And they don't play either.
Oh,
come on, Crystal. You're going to Area 51.
Like, oh, bye. Going back to New Mexico.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I love New Mexico. That was fun. I loved living there.
Oh wow. Y'all see a lot of like as far as like aliens and UFOs, do you like to
eye to the sky? I'm always looking at the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely one of those eye to the sky type
always
people.
Looking.
I mean, there's some things like, my husband, he flies in helicopters. He's a flight engineer. So he's seen a lot of things up there. Can't tell me what it is. He can't tell me about it. It's classified. But he said there are things up there. So that's all I get. So, and he's anybody that knows my husband, Brandon, is not one. He's a non-emotional, like he doesn't show any type of emotions or anything, but he doesn't come across like a lot of people. He's military.
Hey,
right.
Take us to Skinwalker Ranch. We need to go there.
I know. I want to go to Skinwalker Ranch.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
I've been watching that Beyond Skinwalker Ranch, like where they've extended out and gone to other ones.
Uh-huh.
They're getting just about the same activity on the other ranches as they are there.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Some of the things that one of my friends is, she's from, her grandmother actually still lived on the reservation in Arizona. But some of the things that you see in the desert, because you don't have the massive trees that can, make sure you're, hey. And so, you don't have the trees and, the shrubberies and things that can block your views.
It's wide open space.
It's wide open spaces. And, there's a song that's, if you ain't seen a Santa Fe sunset, you hadn't seen red. One of the most beautiful skies in New Mexico. I love it.
That's cool.
I guess my lights died. Sorry.
It happens.
I was like that kind of dark in here.
Still going. My RGBs are still going.
I don't know why they went out. Spooky.
Yeah.
Cool. I guess as we finish up, do you want to tell everybody else where to find y'all again?
Yeah.
That's new.
You want to do this one, Carol?
You can find us pretty much on all social media: Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter. We do have a YouTube. There's not much on there. But if you head to our Facebook page, in the we have a link tree there, and it'll take you to any socials that we are on, our blogs, all that. So
Any fundraisers that we currently have.
Yeah, and all the social media sites, it'll have a link tree.
Yeah.
There
And as closer to the time that we get to Paracons and stuff that we have, I always try to put those ticket sale links as well into our link tree so people can purchase their VIP passes or tickets for the day to those events in there as well.
Yeah.
Yay. Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for coming on with us.
Thank you for having us.
Fun. Thank you for having us. We'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
We're going to end this, and then if y'all hold on a minute, we'll go backstage so I can tell y'all bye and everything.
All righty.
So thank y'all for coming on.
Thank you.
So